Howdy, food explorers. Ever wonder about the shelf life of, well, everything? Join me on a culinary adventure as we delve into the fascinating world of foods that laugh in the face of time. We're talking about those pantry heroes that practically beg to be forgotten, only to re-emerge years later ready to rock your taste buds. From ancient Egyptian tombs where edible honey powder has weathered millennia to the high-tech labs at NASA, where powdered foods are prepped for space travel, we're unearthing the secrets of these practically immortal ingredients. Get ready to discover 8 powdered powerhouses that can outlast even the most stubborn fruitcake. Buckle up, food nerds, because things are about to get deliciously long-lasting. Okay, folks, let's journey back in time to ancient Egypt, land of pyramids, hieroglyphics, and you guessed it, honey powder. Now, you might be thinking, honey powder, isn't honey that sticky stuff that never goes bad anyway? And you'd be right, partially. See, honey in its natural form is a marvel of preservation. Its low water content, high acidity, and magical enzymes make it a microbial nightmare, hence its legendary shelf life. But the Egyptians, clever as they were, took honey's longevity to the next level by inventing honey powder. Imagine needing to stock your pharaoh's tomb for the afterlife. You wouldn't use regular honey, too messy. They needed something compact, shelf-stable for centuries, and of course still delicious. Honey powder was the answer. By mixing honey with a bit of, say, ground barley, they created a solid form that could be stored indefinitely. And guess what? Archaeologists have actually found edible honey powder in ancient tombs. Talk about a testament to its staying power. Now, you might not be building a pyramid anytime soon, but having honey powder on hand is like having a jar of sweetness from the past, ready to add a touch of history to your tea, baking, or even your next batch of homemade mead. Let's talk about a pantry staple that's been around for ages and has probably saved many a baking disaster: powdered milk. Now, I know what you're thinking. Powdered milk? That stuff's just for emergencies, right? Wrong. Well, not entirely wrong. It's fantastic in a pinch, but powdered milk, my friends, is a testament to the power of science and a shining example of near infinite shelf life. So, how does it work? It all boils down to removing the enemy of longevity, moisture. See? Water is where bacteria and other spoilage-causing critters like to hang out. By gently evaporating the water from fresh milk, you're left with a concentrated powder that's practically begging to be stored for decades. And the science backs this up. Studies have shown that properly packaged powdered milk can last for 25 years or more without significant loss of flavor or nutritional value. We're talking about a long-lasting source of calcium, protein, and that comforting, milky flavor, all thanks to the magic of dehydration. All right, egg enthusiasts, let's crack open the world of powdered eggs, a true marvel of modern food preservation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Powdered eggs? Isn't that stuff just for camping trips and apocalypse preppers? Well, yes and no. While powdered eggs are undeniably handy for emergency situations, they're also a versatile ingredient for everyday cooking, especially if you're all about that long shelf life. Here's the deal. Fresh eggs are delicate creatures with a relatively short shelf life. But by gently pasteurizing and then dehydrating those golden yolks and pearly whites, we create a shelf-stable powerhouse that can last for years, even decades, if stored properly. And the best part, powdered eggs are incredibly versatile. You can use them in baking, scrambled eggs, omelets, you name it. They might not be the best choice for sunny side up, but for most applications, powdered eggs are a convenient and long-lasting alternative to their fresh counterparts. Just remember, proper storage is key. Keep your powdered eggs in an airtight container in a cool, dark place, and they'll be ready to transform into fluffy scrambled eggs or a batch of chewy cookies whenever you need them. Chapter 4, Powdered Peanut Butter, the astronaut-approved spread. Calling all peanut butter fanatics, get ready for a taste of the future, or should I say, the final frontier with powdered peanut butter. Yes, you heard me right. Peanut butter, that gloriously sticky, nutty spread, now comes in a powdered form that's out of this world, literally. Developed for space travel, where every ounce of weight and inch of space matters, powdered peanut butter has become a favorite among astronauts, and thankfully for us earthbound folks too. But what exactly is it, and how does it achieve its impressive shelf life? Imagine taking your favorite jar of peanut butter, removing most of the fat, and then magically transforming it into a fine powder. That's essentially the process, albeit a bit more scientific. By pressing out a portion of the peanut oil, which can go rancid over time, you're left with a concentrated peanut flavor bomb that can last for years. Simply add water, stir, and voila. You've got yourself a batch of peanut butter that's ready for spreading, dipping, or even adding a protein boost to smoothies. Chapter 5, Powdered Cheese. It's not just for boxed mac and cheese anymore. Cheese lovers, prepare to have your minds blown because we're about to explore the surprisingly versatile world of powdered cheese. Now, I know what you're thinking. Powdered cheese? Isn't that the stuff that comes in those neon orange boxes? While powdered cheese is often associated with those nostalgic boxed dinners, it's time to ditch the preconceived notions and embrace the possibilities of this shelf-stable wonder. Think of powdered cheese as a blank canvas for cheesy creations. It's made by dehydrating real cheese, removing the moisture that can lead to spoilage and leaving behind a concentrated burst of cheesy flavor. And the best part? Powdered cheese comes in a variety of flavors, from cheddar and parmesan to even more adventurous options like blue cheese and feta. You can sprinkle it on popcorn, stir it into soups and sauces, or even use it to make a cheesy breading for chicken or fish. So next time you're looking for a convenient way to add a punch of cheesy goodness to your dishes, don't shy away from the powdered stuff. It might just surprise you with its versatility and long-lasting flavor. Chapter 6. Powdered vegetables like tiny flavor time capsules. Let's face it, folks, sometimes getting your daily dose of veggies can feel like an uphill battle. But fear not, my fellow flavor seekers, because powdered vegetables are here to save the day. Now, I'm not talking about some bland, chalky powder that tastes like disappointment. We're talking about vibrant, flavorful powders made from real, honest-to-goodness vegetables that have been carefully dehydrated to preserve their nutrients and taste. Think of them as tiny flavor time capsules just waiting to be unleashed into your culinary creations. Add a spoonful of powdered spinach to your morning smoothie for a boost of greens, or stir some tomato powder into your soups and sauces for an extra layer of savory depth. And the best part, powdered vegetables last for ages, so you can stock up on your favorites without worrying about them wilting or going bad in the crisper drawer. Chapter 7. Powdered broth, the secret weapon for flavor bombs, calling all flavor fiends and soup enthusiasts. Let's talk about a pantry staple that's often overlooked, but packs a serious flavor punch: powdered broth. Now, I know what you're thinking. Powdered broth? Isn't that just for making gravy in a pinch? While powdered broth is undeniably handy for whipping up a quick pan gravy, it's so much more than that. Think of powdered broth as concentrated flavor bombs ready to detonate deliciousness into your dishes. It's made by simmering bones, vegetables, and herbs for hours on end, then carefully dehydrating the flavorful liquid into a fine powder. The result? A shelf-stable powerhouse that can transform even the simplest dishes into culinary masterpieces. Sprinkle some powdered chicken broth on roasted vegetables for an extra layer of savory depth, or stir some beef broth powder into your next pot of chili for a richer, more complex flavor. Chapter 8. Powdered coconut milk, the tropical secret to creamy delights and long shelf life. Aloha, coconut lovers, get ready to explore the creamy, dreamy world of powdered coconut milk, a pantry staple that's as versatile as it is long-lasting. Now, you might be wondering, why powdered coconut milk when I can just buy a can? Well, my friend, let me enlighten you. Powdered coconut milk made by dehydrating the rich, creamy goodness of fresh coconuts offers a level of convenience and shelf life that canned coconut milk just can't match. It's perfect for those times when you only need a small amount of coconut milk, or when you want to avoid opening a whole can only to have the rest go to waste. Simply scoop out the desired amount of powder, whisk it with some water, and voila! You've got creamy, delicious coconut milk ready for all your culinary adventures. Use it to make creamy curries, decadent desserts, or even a refreshing tropical smoothie. And the best part, powdered coconut milk can last for years in your pantry, so you can always have a taste of the tropics on hand. Outro the never-ending pantry. So there you have it, folks. 8 powdered foods that can withstand the test of time, or at least outlast that questionable takeout container in the back of your fridge. Remember, the key to maximizing shelf life is proper storage. Keep these powdered powerhouses in airtight containers away from heat and moisture, and they'll be ready to rock your taste buds for years to come. Now, I know what you're thinking. Alton, this is all well and good, but what about flavor? Does long shelf life mean sacrificing taste? Fear not, my fellow food lovers, because these powdered wonders, when used correctly, can add depth, complexity, and even a touch of culinary magic to your dishes. So go forth, experiment, and embrace the wonderful world of powdered foods. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you.